Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing? Ooh, make sure I can get here. Make sure you can hear me. Just making sure you can hear me loud and clear. Hopefully you can. Now, normally I don't do it on my laptop at home, or I wouldn't do this on my laptop at home. But the place I normally record is closed, which is the library, so they're closed. But I am excited to be here. I'm excited. We're going to get started. But I did want to give you kind of a rundown or introduction to what this is. So, welcome to Make Money Monday. All right. Welcome to Make Money Monday. It is a wonderful Monday. I hope all of you, whatever holiday, whatever celebration you do observe, hope you had a wonderful one. I hope you had a wonderful time with your families. And so I'm just going to jump right into it. This is Make Money Mondays and just a little description of what it is. Okay, so here I am dedicating my Mondays at noon to introduce new streams of income, because one thing growing up I was not too aware of is some of the streams of income that are out there. We know of the basics, the doctor, the lawyers, all those occupations, all those careers. We know that you become a ball player and a movie star, actor, actress. We know you can do those, but there's other little things, little occupations and things that we don't really know about that actually are very profitable for you. So I was like, let me introduce some, because the more and more of the different ones that I'm introduced to, I want to make sure you're introduced to. Now I'm not doing all of those things, no, but I'm constantly looking and researching, just because I want to find the one thing that I'm like, wow, didn't know that existed. And now it's time for me to make something happen with it. All right. So I want you to have the same light bulb moment. But this particular episode, um this particular episode is going to be around the basics, okay? Because there's certain things you need to know before you go into any endeavor. There's certain things you need to know before you become any entrepreneur, okay? And a lot of times people skip these steps. They learn them later, but they skip these steps. In reality, it probably would have been a lot easier if you would have taken the time to understand the process. And this is kind of the things that I learned from my journey, and also from what I've learned from other people, other motivational speakers, other entrepreneurs. And I kind of combined it into what I feel you need, these three things, okay? Now, if for all of you know, look, we can't just sit back and think that we don't need additional streams of income, because a lot of people, that's the reason why they haven't gone into it. They're like, I got a good job, I'm good. But you have to understand, at any time that job can stop. And if you didn't notice that during COVID, when we had no control, people were out of work, then you might want to get a little bit of reality check here, because your job can stop your pay at any time it wants. It can go belly up. It can file for you could file for bankruptcy at any time and leave you stranded, and you don't know what to do. So it's good to have additional streams of income, so that if one income fail, you have another one here. All right. But again, like I said, there's certain steps to this. But I do want to stress the importance of having multiple streams. We're not oblivious to what's going on today. We're not oblivious to the rising food prices, gas prices. Now they're going down a little, but we've seen them at some of their highest. We're not oblivious to how just everyday services are now increasing. So we need to make sure that we're secure, not only for ourselves, but for our loved ones, for our next generations. All right. So let's go past all of that. Like I said, I'm just going to give you a taste of this information. And but right now I'm going to go through the basics. So that's kind of the overall what Make Money Mondays are all about. It's about introducing you to different streams of income, so that you can actually go and research and get some more knowledge on them yourselves. All right. So I'm not going too in depth, but I will give you the opportunity to know, so you can teach yourself more. All right. Now, the basics. What are the basics? I have found, after reading multiple books, listening to multiple entrepreneurs, multiple motivational speakers, that it really takes three things, and they all work together in order to successfully go after any endeavor you want to do. And it doesn't matter if you want to play sports, if you want to, you're at your job, if you want to, invest. It's like basically these three things. Okay. First one, the biggest, is mindset. The second one discipline. And the last one, the actual work. And a lot of people will be like, wait, why is work last? Let's get into that. All right. So again, we're going over the basics. Mindset. Most people overlook the mindset. They do. They overlook the mindset when in reality, mindset and going into anything is 90 to 99% of it. I didn't stutter. Okay. It's 90 to 99% of it. All right. And this is coming from the best scholars that have examined and looked at the process. If you go in anything with a poor mindset, is destined to fail. And it's kind of hard for us because we've been programmed to think negatively. Just think about it. We have really truly been programmed to think negative for so long that thinking positive is kind of hard for us. How many times have you read and been like, oh my God, I'm so stupid, or oh my God, I'm so dumb, or oh my God, ugh, or you just said that you're like, nah, I'm broke. Oh, I'm broke. These things, even though they seem simple, you stating them and saying them over and over and over is shaping your reality. Because our brain only knows what we say to ourselves. Our brain only knows the things that we introduce to it. I want you to think about it this way. If that kind of doesn't make sense, you didn't know the color was red until somebody introduced to you that the color was red. So your brain is going to think how it normally would think until it's introduced to something different. And then you accept it as so. So if you've been accepting negative, self-talk, negative things in your spirit, well, your mind is adapted to recognize those negative things and constantly think on those negative things. Whether if you've been, constantly thinking of positive things, your brain is going to be more apt to think and speak positively. It's going to have you thinking positively. You're going to be moving positively. You're going to be smiling a lot more. So mindset is very, very important. And when it comes to business, there's two different levels of mindset. First, you have the positive mindset versus the negative mindset. That's that basic. That's that self-talk. That's that those affirmations. What do you speak to yourself? Do you really believe you can make it? And honestly, so I seen something recently that belief has doubt in it. Do you know that you can do something? Do you know that you're going to succeed? Do you know that you're going to get over this hump in life? Do you know that you're going to make it? That's the difference between someone saying, I'll try. They're leaving so much doubt there. All right. So that's that positive versus negative. And then you have the actual business sense, the entrepreneurship sense, the worker mindset versus the owners and CEO. Now, if you're familiar with Robert Kiyosaki, you understand that that's the left side and the right side mindset, the left and right side of thinking, okay? Where the left side workers, you're constantly spending, versus the right side, you're more of the owners, the CEOs, you're constantly finding ways to make your money work for you. Yes, you're spending, but it's not on the level that the big level that a lot of people are spending out there. All right. No, you are thinking of ways to spend to get money back to you. So a lot of us have been so conditioned to go to a job, get money, spend the money on our bills, and continue this cycle. Not many of us has actually challenged our thinking, our way of thinking, and saying, hey, there are other ways out there to make multiple streams. I have to start thinking of how can I make my money work for me? What can I put my money into that constantly generate revenue? Think about it. The first person to charge for a parking lot, that was their thought process. They weren't just buying land. They could have built a house. They could have built a house on it, got a mortgage, and just been paying that mortgage over and over again. No, they bought a plot of land. They put parking spaces on it, put a parking meter thing there, and says you have to pay me to park there. And they don't just get paid for one car there every day. They get paid for multiple cars coming in and out all day. That is the difference between someone who has been taught to just spend and someone who's actually been taught to make their money work for them. So that's the two sides of the mindset. You have to be positive versus negative, and you have to be the CEO versus the worker. Okay. So that's really what goes into it. And A good example of the differences in how you think. Ask yourself this. If you had $50 in your pocket, and then you also had a credit card in your wallet that you could put $50 on, which one would you choose? And your answer is a great indicator of where you are in this journey. Most people are like, oh, I'm just going to take the $50, break that and put it into my tank. I'm paying for it now. I don't have to worry about paying it later. I'm good. The person on the CEO side, the big thinker, though, the 1%, they're going to actually use that credit card because it's the more benefits. They get their bonus points. They get their spending points or whatever incentives comes with the cards. They get to build their credit. And then they get the gas. So you see how there's multiple ways to grow your money with using that credit card rather than just using your cash. But most of us thinking, oh, I got cash in my pocket. This is my definite money. I'm going to spend it. But that's not necessarily so. That's not necessarily the how it works with the wealthy. And those are the little things that you have to continuously learn and grow and pick up. And that comes with the training, that comes with the reading books, that comes with the audios, that comes with saying the affirmations every day, that comes with the journaling. And many people don't think about journaling, but journaling is a great way to monitor your thoughts. What you track grows. Someone told me that and I haven't forgotten it. What you track grows. And that's in addition to your mindset and your that positivity. How do you know that you're being effective with it? You could just be lying to yourself every day, going through the motions like, and then this not work. That's still negative just because you're going through the motions. But are you actually journaling, writing down your thoughts, seeing how your thoughts are changing, seeing your perception of things, looking at that and saying, is that really the right perception I should have of certain things? Reading more, ingesting more of that positive outlook, writing more in your journal. Writing more in your journal, and you're seeing how your thoughts are changing, how you're evolving. Journaling is very good for that. Sticky notes everywhere. Have sticky notes everywhere. I have it. You have them in your bathroom, on your mirror, so when you walk in there and you're seeing all these positives, like I'm great today. I'm doing things today. I'm making moves today. I am powerful. I am strong. I am resilient. I am disciplined. All of those things. I am going to have a great day no matter what. When you see those things, you're programming your mind to think more and more positively. And that is the biggest part of mindset. Of course, meditation is another great way to measure and actually channel your thoughts. A lot of people think meditation, you're sitting there and you're just thinking and going over what you want in life. Manifestation, just going over. No, meditation is actually quieting your mind enough to think about, to go over your thoughts, to review your thoughts, to move your thoughts, move them in a positive light. That's really truly like a really good basis of meditation. Is not just sitting there quiet and trying not to think. It's actually thinking but controlling your thoughts and putting them in a positive mindset. All right. So that's why mindset is very, very important. Remember, 90 to 99%, depending on which scholars you listen to, if you go to Your Wish is Your Command, he's going to say 99.9%. And then you have some of your like Jim Rohn and some other motivational speakers that will say 90%. Regardless, those are big, big percentages when it comes to your mindset. And a lot of us have not been in the mode of saying those things positive. So it's time to switch that up. All right. So let's keep moving on. All right. So the next thing, discipline. Let's go. All right. So the discipline part of this, that is your schedule. That is your morning routine. As Mike Tyson said, it is doing the things you don't like to do like you love to do them. Okay. This is that waking up and not even thinking about staying in the bed. This is waking up and just getting to it. This is making sure you're on task. And, a lot of people are like, oh, discipline. This is probably the hardest part. This is a hard part if you make it a hard part. This is why mindset is important. It's not, I have to go to work today. I get to go to work today. I get to go to work to make money, to fund my other stream of income, so that way, that stream of income can be my primary stream of income and I don't have to come in here. I get to get up and go work out today. I get to take care of my body. I get to love myself today. That is what getting up and going to the gym is doing for me. It is a way to show myself that I love myself. I get to get up and go and pick up my child, because that's a great thing. I'm not going to be negative about having to wait in the line, because I can do other productive things while waiting in that car pickup line. I get to go pick up my child. Do you understand? Those are the great things. You have to just change that. And that comes with mindset. And that's how that discipline is going to, that's the discipline is just that other part of that. Discipline is that routine, that schedule, that mindset work put in motion. And it's truly cool. I mean, it's just really cool once you start stepping outside of yourself and stop telling yourself no and say, yes, I'm getting up. Yes, I'm going to work. Yes, I'm doing this. Yes, I'm doing that. Because often we say, no, I don't want to get up. No. Why is no the first thing that you want to say in the morning? No. Yes to waking up. Yes to being here. Yes, I get to do this routine that's going to make life better. So you see kind of how mindset and discipline goes hand in hand. And it's funny, a lot of times we're disciplined in things that we believe have power over us. Think about it. You get up and go to work. Now, yeah, we take our days off, but you get up and go to work because you don't want to get fired, because you feel like they have the power over your paycheck. We really give more emphasis to other things that we believe have more power over us than ourselves. You actually have the most power over you. You actually have the most power over your thoughts. You have the most power over your outcome. So why are we the last to do stuff for us? Why are we the last ones to do stuff for us? We'll be disciplined in getting up for that job, but we would not be disciplined in getting up and continue with our diet, continue with our exercise, continuing with our schedule that we put out to make sure we do the things we do for the job at hand, for whatever task we're doing, for whatever profession we choose. We actually have the most power over us, but we act in a manner as if we don't. That's that discipline. Really, the biggest part of discipline is knowing that you have the power to change what you have. But you have to first learn that with mindset. And then you put it into action with discipline. And a lot of people are like, wait, you're actually talking about you're actually talking about a lot of stuff with discipline. So what's the difference between discipline and work? Work. The last one. Work. All right, one of my I always think of that when I hear the word work now. Rihanna kind of ruined that for us. But that is actually the easiest part of this. All right. And the reason it's the easiest part is because if you have successfully gotten the right mindset and discipline and like doing the actual tasks in the right order and schedule, the work that you're supposed to do for your purpose is going to be the easiest part, because that's one thing that is already in you, flowing through you. And one thing about work is that everybody has their own type of workload. For instance, my work as a graphic designer is going to be different from someone who owns a construction company. I'm still doing the work I need to do for the success that I want, but I'm not outside in the heat like a construction worker would be. Like someone who owns their own construction company, they're actually out there. They're on site. They're dealing with the weather. They have to deal with other things that I don't have to deal with. So this is also a reason why you're not supposed to pay attention to someone else's journey, because it would not look like yours. But as long as you're focused on doing the work that you're supposed to do, that's also what's going to make you very effective. So when I'm giving you these different streams of income, I want you to really truly think about it. If your first thought is, I can't do that, then you might need to change your mindset. If your thought is, how do I do that? It's time to work on your discipline and your systems. Okay. And then you're like, okay, work. Well, okay, I got the talent. What, boom, you got the work part of it. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's just work on this mindset and this discipline. You know the work part of it, but if you don't know your purpose, then you need to figure out what you want to do. That's the work part of it. But I'm very visual, so that's why I have these visualizations here. But here's a kind of a pyramid of sort. Now, pyramid is like the strongest structure, okay? Triangle, strongest structure. Okay. And I want you to notice how mindset and discipline are larger than the work. All right. Mindset and discipline are a lot larger than the work, because mindset and discipline are truly your foundations. And you can't have one without the other. And I'm explaining why you can't have one without the other. Let's say you have the work and the discipline, but not the mindset. Most likely, if you don't have a positive mindset, this discipline is going to be on and off. You're going to have spurts that you're going. And those most likely are that motivation. Motivation fades. So you're going to have the spurts that you're going good. And then as soon as that fades, this discipline is going to fade and your work is going to lack. That if you don't have a strong mindset, your discipline will fade and your work will lack. Let's say you have the mindset and the discipline, but no work. You're just going to be a jolly, very motivated individual that still gets nowhere. You haven't done any work. You haven't shown your purpose, your passion. You haven't pushed through and actually is putting what gift you've been given in action. All right. Let's say you have the mindset and you have the work, but no discipline. So you feel good about it. You're like, yo, I know I can do it. I know I can do it. I've been working. I've been using my hands, but you haven't put a system in place that you're consistent. You haven't been consistent. So you need all three. You need the discipline, the work, you need the discipline, the mindset, and the work. You need all three in order to be truly successful in what endeavor you decide to go into. So when I'm giving you these different streams of income, just know that these are also in the background. It's not simply like, oh, she gave this to me, I'm about to go do it. No, you need to make sure you have the right mindset. Make sure you know you can do it. Make sure you know that you're going to put all your effort that you need to put in there, because the effort you put in is the effort you're going to get out. You put in 25%, you're going to get 25%. You put in 50, you're going to get 50. You put in 100 plus, you're going to get 100 plus. That's how it works. So make sure you have the right mindset. Make sure you got the right systems, the right discipline in place. Make sure you're waking up to a morning routine. Make sure you have a schedule. Make sure you have sticking to that schedule and not bidding on that schedule. Okay? Stick to that schedule. Okay, I'm sorry. Have some leeway. But what I mean is you're not saying, I'll do that tomorrow. Because the more times you say I'll do that tomorrow, you're failing on your own discipline. And then lastly, like I said, it's the work. The work is the easiest part because that's already in you. That comes into you naturally in you. And just personal testimony, look, not even gonna lie, I'm working on all of these things. It's a constant working on, especially discipline. You know, me suffering from ADHD, the do part, staying in order, the staying in schedule is sometimes challenging, but it's not something that will say I can't do. I can do it. I know I can. And that's because I worked on my mindset. So I'm not going to fail at it. I'm going to continue to do it and continue to put these systems in place until I find the right system that allows for my work to shine bright. And I do, suggest you do the exact same. With every single stream of income I'm going to introduce on this Make Money Monday, I need you to make sure that you're in a positive mindset, that you're going to put the systems in place, and that you're going to do the work that need to be done to make sure that you have the money in your pocket. And anytime you do not have any of these three things, you will lack. You got to have these three things. And there's so much more that encompasses in this. And I'll probably go over this again in some other form or fashion. But That's pretty much it. That's all I have for you today. Again, my name is Lady TKG, and I probably didn't say that in the beginning. I was nervous, but I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited for what this is going to continue to be. And tune in here, subscribe, make sure you get these gems. You get these gems because a lot of people are out there to give you these gems, but they come with a price tag. I don't want that. I just want you to get your money up. All right, get these M's on Make Money Monday. You have a wonderful rest of your day. And again, I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. Continue to have a wonderful break. Have a wonderful new year. Peace and blessings.